Welcome to the Explainer. So, picture this. You're a solo entrepreneur, grinding away, but you've got a 3,000-person team of experts backing you up. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, it's not. It's a real support system in Japan. And today, we're going to unpack exactly how it all works.
All right, let's start with a problem that I bet almost every business owner knows all too well. It's that feeling you get when you're facing a mountain of challenges and you feel like you're climbing it completely on your own. That feeling of isolation. It's a huge roadblock. And it really comes from a few very specific, very common struggles that actually inspired the entire system we're talking about today. I mean, just look at this list. Does any of it sound familiar? I need someone to talk to. Networking is just pointless. How do I find the right people? Who can help me get funding? These aren't just small annoyances. These are the very things that can stop a fantastic idea dead in its tracks. So where did the solution to all this come from? Well, it didn't come from a business school textbook. It came from the absolutely incredible life of one man, Katsuya Nihara, whose personal journey turned unbelievable adversity into a real mission. Katsuya Nihara's path was, well, it was anything but ordinary. We're talking severe trauma from bullying and abuse, the violence of gang life. But then, a major turning point. He found purpose in helping others. But even after becoming a #1 salesman, something felt empty. And then his first company failed. And that failure taught him the most important lesson of all. Being good at sales isn't enough. You need a team. And this one simple thought became his guiding principle. If I don't change, nothing will change. It's that powerful idea that you have to be the one to start the change. And this wasn't just about his own life anymore. It became the very foundation for helping other entrepreneurs change their circumstances too. So he learned from that first failure. The second time around, he knew he couldn't go it alone. The real solution started with one single pivotal partnership that brought together two very different but totally essential skill sets. So in 2021, Nihara joined forces with Shizuka Nakaoka, and it was the perfect match. You had Nihara, who was the why, the visionary, the motivator, the one who understood the mission deep down. And then you had Nakaoka, who was the how, the expert in HR, legal, the person who could actually build the structure. It was vision meeting execution. But this partnership didn't just stop there. It became the seed for something absolutely enormous. A network that was designed from the ground up to provide that same level of support to basically any business out there. 3,000. This is the number that just changes everything. It represents that massive shift from being a lone wolf entrepreneur to suddenly having an entire army of specialists on your side. And here's what that army looks like. It's a whole ecosystem. As you can see, a massive 40% are licensed pros. Lawyers, accountants, the people you need. Another 25% are other business owners, so you have a built-in community. 20% are researchers, and the rest are their very own subsidiary companies. It's this incredible mix of top-tier expertise, cutting-edge research, and real-world in-the-trenches experience. So how in the world do you organize something this huge? Well, that's the genius part. You structure it into 5 specialized holding companies. This is what makes it a true one-stop shop. It doesn't matter if you're a standard for-profit company, a nonprofit, or if you need help with R&D or intellectual property. There is a dedicated team ready for you. Okay, so this sounds incredible. But how does an actual entrepreneur, someone like you, tap into this massive resource? Well, it's not just a directory they throw at you, it's a guided journey. The whole process is designed to build a rock-solid foundation, and it all starts with you. Step 1 is counseling to get crystal clear on your mission. From there, you build a real strategy with expert consulting. Then the network steps in to make connections, matching you with the right partners and clients. And finally, if there are any gaps, their business school helps you learn the skills you need. It's a complete path from just an idea to a real successful business. And the results, they really speak for themselves. This quote just says it all. Yes, my income skyrocketed. That's amazing. But listen to the second part. I also met my first best friend in my adult life. See? It solves the business problem and It solves that deep problem of isolation. This whole thing really comes back to one core philosophy, a Japanese concept called banso. It literally means to run alongside. So this isn't some consulting firm that just drops off a report and leaves. It means they are your partner. They're in the race with you, running alongside you, every single step of the way.
So when you think about it, this entire system, this massive network, was born from one person's failure. It's proof of a really powerful idea. You don't have to build your dream all by yourself. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What could you build with a 3,000-person team in your corner?